Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mark II channel. Behind the scenes, more raw footage of what's going on to give you guys updates on what's going on with the main channel. And behind me is the DB12, which we attempted to rebuild in 24 hours. We got this at an absolute steal from auction. It's only done 39 miles on the clock, brand new, and we couldn't work out exactly how the crash had happened and what had happened to this car. Unfortunately, we failed to rebuild it in the 24 hours, but not because of us, more because of we couldn't get the parts for it because the car is so new. But you can see surrounding me now are a bunch of parts. Fortunately, not quite all of them yet. But what we do have is the full story of how this car was actually crashed and why Aston Martin is slightly upset about this actually being put back on the road, which we're going to explain in this video. But for now, we do have one part that's turned up that I want to get the same colour as this. So that's where we're going first. Here is the DB12 bumper, which we've been waiting since the dawn of day for. Now we've got to wrap this, because the rest of the car is wrapped the right colour, so I might as well get this over and done with. Bumpers are tricky, and I'm just kind of trying to work out a way how to do it. It's got this massive ugly thing here, which maybe there was a better way of doing that. That's a radar sensor. It looks like, do you know when you get like Lego and you have to break the bits, you know when you have to twist the bits out? Yeah. It looks like that. I think we need to inlay in here because the wrap's gonna struggle to go in there. Let's get wrapping, let's get hot in here. Knifeless tape going on so we get a straight cut. Cutting. Yes, there we go. I don't know what's happened there, but it's okay. Inlay's in now. We're hoping that I can do the next thing all in one piece. Seems ambitious because this does wrap around here. If it don't work, it don't work. Let's just give it a go.
Oh, no, it's not.
I've not got enough.
Do you think we can stretch that? Oh no.
Somehow we've miscalculated the wrap we needed. And we're a bit short, so we're gonna have to order a new roll, which isn't ideal because sometimes it comes in a slightly different colour, but we just gotta have our fingers crossed for when that comes. But we've got a plan. Here's the grille, goes in here. So what we're gonna do now is inlay all these pieces inside here. So when we do get the wrap, we only have to cut to here and we should be sound. So. Yes.
Amazing, guys.
Another change of plan because it still looks like here, if you look where the grille goes in, sort of sits in like that, and then the wrap, I've still got it inlaying there, so it's going to cause problems with this grill in when I wrap over the full piece. So we think it is best to leave the grill out for now. There's still a bottom splitter to go on and another bit of the grill. So what I need to do is order some wrap first before we continue on with that. But it's nearly there, it's nearly there. And on other updates, the GT3 RS engine is still in the state where we left it. The reason it is like this is because we went and filmed a New Year's Day special video, which you'll see on the main channel. And also, we couldn't bring ourselves to take this apart after building it all up and spending all that time. But that is next week's job, to strip this all apart and rebuild it back up again with the right bearings in the block. And hopefully we get a first start video because the shell should come back as well. So that is coming early January on that video. For now, we'll head back to the DB12 and I'll show you guys how the car got crashed, why Aston Martin are slightly annoyed that it's back on the road, almost. And also, we've got a bit of work to do. Well, Matt the cameraman and my dad have got a bit of work to do on Matt the cameraman's Hurricane. Let's go.
We're here with, not your Lamborghini, is it?
That is mine. What we're about to do, you would say, is going to ruin it.
We're replacing the bonnet and also we put in a big wing on it. I don't know whether that might be a bit...
That might ruin it.
Yeah, it might do. But there was a car that we put a wing on and it looked loads better. Was that Matt's Lamborghini?
It was Matt's Lamborghini Gallardo.
Yeah.
Right now, looking at this, it does look good, but it just It needs a bit more aggression.
Yeah, it's Adrian Newey at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Matthew's doing a revving clip. Give it a rev then. I think I saw some blue smoke. First modification. Does look good, doesn't it?
That does look good. The quality of that is insane. But we need to get this fitted on the car. Literally can't wait. Let's do it.
Off. Okay, that's ready to come off. Why am I doing all the work? You could do the other side.
I'll do the other side.
1 hour later.
Yes. Bonnet off.
What I want to know is why you didn't buy a crash damage Lambo.
There was some comments saying that. Do you think if I brought a crash Lamborghini, I would be able to fix it?
Depends how crashed it was. If it had a mirror broken on it,
Yeah.
no. If it had a number plate cracked, maybe.
Okay. That's where my skill stops, is changing number plates.
Yeah. Could you replace your wiper blade? I'm assuming that's a no. All the hardware's on. Let's put it on the car.
Here we go. Bonnet's going on. It's on.
Big moment.
Look at that.
Job well done.
Yeah, that looks mint. So the question is that an upgrade or have we ruined it?
It looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Upgrade. Okay.
Upgrade, yeah. Upgrade.
Well-
But now let's ruin it.
Which brings us onto the back of the car where we've got this absolutely mental rear wing.
Crazy wing.
This wing is similar to the Performante, but I think it's slightly more aggressive.
Let's get it on.
I'm excited to see it on. Let's
Get
do
on.
it.
Step 1. That's it. Oh. Back piece. You just got to disconnect the wire. Cool, sir. There we go. Right, there we go.
It's off.
Got to fit these rear brackets, which then you attach these to there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah. I've got a question for you. How much was it to insure this? Because I'm surprised you got insured.
How much do you think? I'm 24. How much do you think it was?
Going on when Matt got insured when he was first driving for
Wait a minute, I've been driving for like 8
Yes,
years. I've been driving for 8 years. I haven't just started driving.
Exactly. I've seen how you drive.
Wow.
3 grand.
It was actually £1,600 for a year.
That's pretty.
That's good.
Pretty good.
That's good. I would love to see a quote for insurance on your Ferrari.
I reckon it's only going to be about 300 quid.
How many no claims have you got?
Apart from me, Laguna.
Oh yeah,
Remember that?
I remember that, yeah.
That's all I've had.
So you've got like 70 years no claims.
70.
Okay,
You can
65.
finish this off yourself. Tony Cam.
I'd like to apologise if the footage is really all over the place.
Zooming in. Wow. Look at how clean his fingers are. Look, look. Look at those girly hands. You've got a ring on your finger from a previous girlfriend.
It's not a previous girlfriend, it's my current girlfriend.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've never had a previous
That's all
girlfriend,
right,
if
then.
my girlfriend's watching. So,
No, we know you're fibbing. Great. Let's have a look, see if you put them on correctly and that slides over the top. We're going to see if the apprentice has fitted them correctly.
Tony,
It's not right.
it's wrong. Brackets off, switch them round, because basically Tony's put them so it's further apart, whereas they need to flip round.
Yeah, but I was instructed to put them that way.
No one told him to do that. He did it
Let's
himself.
put the video on.
No, no,
Put the
no,
video
no,
on.
you did it yourself.
Nothing more pleasurable than doing a job twice.
Yeah. Hopefully this now works. Yes.
Mechanic. Wait a minute.
What?
Wires.
Oh. We've finally got the carbon top bit on. Do we test the brake light to see if that works, or do we just full commit? Do you want me to try it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready? Oh no.
Does it work?
Yeah. The back's all built up. Now we've got to see if the wing fits.
Yeah. Look at the aggression. It should have come from the factory like that, I think.
Yeah, I think it should have.
Oh, so this is an upgrade.
I do.
Yeah? This is we haven't ruined
This
it.
is a positive upgrade.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Tony's approval for the first time ever. Normally when we put body kits on the car, Tony goes, "You're ruining the car," but this is the first one he says it's not been ruined.
It's not silly, is it?
No, it fits
It's not
the car
like
perfectly.
really wide and wider than it just looked like it.
What car are you referring
Goes
to
for the
with
car.
too big of a wing?
Nothing. Can't think of anything at the moment.
No cars at all.
F1 car.
But as good as this back end looks, there's something that needs changing, don't you think?
Yes.
And what's
Yeah.
that?
I think you need your personal reg.
And here it is, a plate from Car Reg VV10 Matte. Do you know why that is?
Because it's a V10 engine. Mine, TNZ 430. And do you know why that is?
Is that because your name's Tones and you have a 430?
Yeah.
That's
Do
crazy.
you know the other thing as well? We haven't asked.
What?
No one's clicked the subscribe button for ages.
They haven't. They've been watching this whole time and haven't pressed the subscribe button.
Yeah, so I think they should click that subscribe button.
They should subscribe.
Thank you.
Is that straight? I'm going to commit. So, what do you rate our upgrades out of 10?
A good 9.5.
9.5?
Good 9.5, yeah.
And what do you think needs changing?
Oh, yes. You can't upgrade without having new wheels, can you?
Let's go to Wheelmania.
So before Matt goes to Wheelmania to go collect his wheels for the Hurricane, which I haven't seen as of yet, let me explain the story with this. So if you haven't watched the main channel video, you'll realise, one, we haven't even managed to get this car started yet. The car will not start. We've plugged in the diagnostic, we tried to cancel all the codes, but nothing works. We sent power to the starter motor and it will turn over, but it won't start. And Aston Martin have told us actually directly that they've had a DB12 inside their workshop and they removed the rear bumper to replace a parking sensor and their car wouldn't start after they removed the rear bumper, which is absolutely crazy to me. So that could be the issue, and we don't want to jump to conclusions without fitting the rest of the parts, because I think once we fit the rest of the parts, maybe it will start, maybe everything has to be plugged in for it to start. Seems mental, but it is on a new Aston Martin system. Other than that, you can see the parts that are missing. It's a lovely car. Most of the stuff is there, including the engine. So the engine is in there in case people wanted to know that's why it wouldn't start. But we need radiators, front bumper, headlights, some airbag stuff as well. And actually one of the parts that we are waiting the longest for is the steering wheel airbag, just there. Because the steering wheel airbag, and most of this car is made to order, and the steering wheel airbag will have a certain stitching in to match the interior, so they have to actually make that to send to us. Which brings me on to how this car was actually crashed. When we car vertical checked the car, we could see that the car was registered on the road and registered damage almost at the same time. Well, we got this photo sent to us, and this was, you can see the date, 8th of the 11th, 2023. So that is the 8th of November. And this car is a early 2024 car, but it was crashed in 2023. That's because this car was crashed before it was even registered on the road. When these cars get built in Gaydon in the UK, from what we've been told here, this could not be fact, but from what we've been told, this car was taken out on a PDI inspection and The guy drives it, makes sure there's no squeaks, rattles, or anything's wrong with it. And apparently the driver pulled over into a lay-by because he heard some kind of noise from the driver's side front right. Got out the car to check it, couldn't see anything. It was a wet and rainy day. As he got back in the car to pull back out of the lay-by, he gave it the big licks and ended up in a ditch. Now the problem with that is he's crashed a car which isn't even registered on the road. So then you've got a crash damaged car which isn't registered on the road, which is purposely built for a customer of Aston Martin, which has been waiting for a long time. What's the solution? Well, the only solution is that the customer doesn't want a crash damaged car, of course, so he has to reorder another one. But also, they don't want a car that a customer expects to be sold to another person. It's kind of unfair. It's someone else is getting a brand new car which has got the same spec as what the customer has done. So the only option is to claim for insurance and scrap the car completely, which is what Aston Martin did. They rang the insurance up. Supposedly, this is all supposedly, in my opinion. They called the insurance up, told them that the car was crashed. The insurance then say that the car has to be registered on the road to claim for insurance. Then we had this photo. I had this photo sent to me, which is again of the Aston Martin at another Aston Martin place. And the guy told me at this place that this is where the Aston Martins go to get registered on the road. So although the car is absolute mash up in this photo, the car's been sent there to get a registration plate to be registered on the road, which explains why the car vertical check shows that it was crash damage, then registered. Strange, I don't know. But now that it's registered on the road, Aston Martin can claim on their insurance for the car, which is what they did. This is where things get a little bit sticky between Aston Martin and the insurance, and the fact that I bought it doesn't help the situation. But before we get onto that, Matt's gonna go pick up the wheels for the Huracan.
We're at Wheelmania. Now, it wouldn't be a video on a Matt Armstrong channel without coming here. The car looks, I can't believe it, to be honest. It looks unreal. But there's one thing that's missing, isn't it, George?
Wheels.
Yeah, they're definitely needed. The carbon bonnet looks unreal. The rear spoiler looks crazy. This is my dream car, and Wheelmania have designed my dream wheels. Custom 101. I think the comments are going to be 50-50 on these. Let's go see them. So I've been waiting literally about 3 months for these wheels. Oh my days. Oh, the comments are going to be split on these. Look at them. We went for this crazy orange pinstripe around the wheel, which now seeing it in person, I think that was the best decision.
Yeah, 100%.
That looks insane. I think with all the carbon, these wheels are going to look next level. And some of you may have noticed that it says RAF in the wheel, which is Wheelmania's own wheel brand. But I want to see what these look like on the car. Let's get them on and let's go show Matt. I can't wait.
Here is my new toy. Next year, some of the videos that we're going to be filming require me to be better at driving. So from RACEMORE, we've got an absolute bad boy simulator. The issue is it comes built up, so it won't go through the front door, and it's 400 kilos, this package here. We think it probably will fall through the floor in the house. So we're taking it to the garden room, and that is where we're going to set it up. We're just hoping we can get it inside, because I'm going to be entering in a race series, and it's every other Sunday with RACEMORE. I need to be good, because we don't want no perishments like last year. Here we go. Even this cover's really fancy. Whoa! Oh my days. That is the bougiest
That's a cool
sim I've ever seen. That is well cool. Look at that. That looks absolutely wicked. GT3 wheel, and then I've got big drifty boy wheel. Oh my God, it's getting sweaty in there. It's gonna get sweaty, isn't it? Sonos sound system as well.
Oh, that is bougie.
So now we're gonna get it from there into there.
The plan is put these pieces of wood here, put some decking on top of it, and we're going to try and just
should slide better off.
slide it.
Oh my days.
Don't worry about the creaking.
All the wood's to come with it. Okay, that's good.
We'll run the
Good.
deck.
The majority of the weight's on the deck.
3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Here it is. We're in. It looks really good. I don't know whether this is going to be the final position of it, because it blocks the TV, but Yeah, what a setup. And now we're going to get to see Matt's Huracan for the first time. Let's go see it. Let's see it. It looks good. I haven't got my glasses on from here.
You can't see from here, can you?
Yeah, that looks sick.
What are your thoughts on those wheels?
I like them.
Not too much.
No, I think it needs to go lower though.
Oh, you said that last time we were here.
Yeah, I think they look good.
I think the comments are going to be divided on them.
No, I think they look quite good.
Next to McLaren wheels.
Yeah. I think they look quite good. They look kind of like the Mercy wheels.
Yeah.
They look like the Mercy wheels. The wing looks sick.
It's a
wing
lot
looks
bigger
good,
than I
doesn't
thought
it?
it was going to be, but I kind of like that.
Yeah, the wing looks really good. It doesn't look like every other Huracan on the road now, does it? It looks a bit lower on the front now.
Yeah, it's because I think the wheels have come out wider, so it's filled the
yeah,
arches a bit more. But bonnet-wise, like the fitment,
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much bang on. Like,
Yeah, the bonnet looks pretty good. And you won't get duck pond like the McLaren.
has your McLaren got a duck pond at the moment?
Yeah.
Does it actually?
Always has duck pond in it. Always. I scrape these out as well. But the water just sits in there, so no, that looks sick.
Those two cars next to each other look crazy.
Yeah, that looks sick. Yeah, the wheels look nice. It's a 8.5.
Needs loads.
B10 if
Yeah. I knew that was cool.
To conclude this story, apparently, from what we've been told, Aston Martin were told that this car would be scrapped because what they don't want is this car going back on the road, which is technically a customer's car, which has been spec'd, and they don't want it back on the road. Of course, it's damaged as well, and it was brand new. So they were told that this car would be scrapped, but then later see it up at auction for a salvage auction for sale. The car insurance does as what any normal car insurance does and auction it off to car auctions so they can buy it to put it on sale at their salvage auction. And that's what happened to this. So Aston Martin weren't very happy about that. From what we've heard, they're not very happy about that. Next thing, I've bought it and tried to rebuild it, which doesn't help the situation that Aston Martin aren't happy about this being on the road. But that could be completely all wrong, but that's only what we've been told from so many different sources of Instagram. Also, you have to explain your sources, don't you? Do you know, like in an essay, you have to say where you got your source from, don't you? So my source is from Instagram and emails. so it's not a strong source, but that's what we are. And it all kind of makes sense. It all kind of makes sense. But the good news, and which I think is really good for Aston Martin, is that they're still selling us parts, which they could have just blacklisted the car. After this video, maybe the car could be blacklisted and we might not be getting any more parts. But we're still in need of things like this A-pillar, which is carbon fibre on the other side, but not on this side. And we still need that steering wheel airbag and knee airbag. And we may need help from Aston Martin to get this car started. So please, Aston Martin, I'm not trying to upset you. I'm just trying to put one of your cars back on the road, which I think is really cool and I'm going to enjoy it. And like my last Aston Martin, I think this one's going to be even better. As soon as we get the rest of the parts, we will be tempted to put this car back on the road and take it on a crazy road trip. But for now, New Year's Day, a special video is dropping on the main channel. A whole new build, which we built in one episode, taken on a road trip. It's a special car. It's going to be amazing as well. Something that we never attempted before. New Year's Day. Watch it on the main channel. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the main channel. See you New Year's Day. Merry Christmas, guys. Peace out.